All right, collective, next message. This is 1.2 or 3. Well, I got the name. First of all, I got a ring after I channeled Friends to Lovers, aka Maid of Honor. Okay, so, and right after a ring, okay, I don't know if it's a ring in terms of honor, if it's a ring in terms of like a football season. I didn't go too much into the football stuff, but it could also be that the event is going to take place during football season, and that's why somebody is upset, because I wasn't sure if you had the name Brenda, you're upset with the maid of honor, or the maid of honor is upset with you. But we did clarify that the maid of honor feel some type of way because they have less responsibilities. Okay, but yeah, so we got the ring, and then right after we got Peter, Mary, and Tom irritated that you are getting a ring. Okay, I don't know if they're upset in terms of getting a ring in terms of football. Like Brian could be a footballer, okay? Some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of like trophy or something, okay? If that's not the case, Peter, Mary, and Tom, so like I'm getting the energy of like the feminine, aka Mary, is upset with Brian for giving Brenda a ring, and then we got the masculines, Peter and Tom, is upset with Brenda for accepting the ring. So I don't know who friends these are. They could be friends of both of them, one of them, but they're just, these 3 people specific, they don't see them, they don't like it. Why? They feel like they can do better. Okay, let's do one for Peter and what his issue is. Okay, Peter is waiting for change. They feel like there is a much better option for Brenda. Okay, and let's see here. Tom feels like Brian is not some of those people that can step up to marry Brenda. So, but then also Tom is suffering from insecurities, so it's kind of like it should be, I don't know, maybe it should be him, but they don't like it that is Brian though. They feel like, or Tom feels like Brenda should let go of Brian. And then Mary, let's see what her issue is. Mary, she feels like it's going too fast. She feels like Brian marrying Brenda is too fast. Okay, everything is just going too fast. It's you know, it could be like one of those rush weddings or whatever. I don't know, I've never had a wedding, but they're upset. I mean, if Brian, Brenda, if you guys are watching, your advice card here is to make sure that you have healthy boundaries with these 3 people, and I feel like you have and will. Okay, let's move on. Wow, the next message here, I'm just gonna, this is completely separate from the whole event here, but somebody's sister, either you or your sister, is gonna get into a fight with an auntie or a neighbor that you refer to like an auntie. You could be one of those culturally people that calls everybody auntie and uncles. If you know, you know. And you or your sister is gonna get into it with the neighbor, specifically the old neighborhood. So yeah, I did say there's a lot of testing during this time and season, though this was more so a message that's supposed to come if it's not happening already. Okay. But yeah, there's some sort of animosity here, but just don't get triggered. Okay. Your advice card here is like, just ignore it. Okay, just laugh it off. Okay. Or your sister. I feel like your sister will, you know, because I'm getting the image of like Halle and Chloe Bailey. And Halle, like the American singers, R&B soulful singers, they the younger one, which is Halle, always steps up for her sister. When anyone, like, you would assume that the older one would retaliate, but it's the younger one that's always fighting for the older sister. And I feel like that's the dynamic here. Just, I'll tell your sister to have a Snickers or something, I don't know. But yeah, let's continue. This is also a different message here. Somebody's grandma, okay, I don't know if it's a grandma married into the family, but she's gonna have a spiritual awakening. If you have gifts, aka like your third eye open and you know what that's all about in terms of your gifts, you'll be able to see this. Now in the real world, in the 3D to be specific, everybody would view this as a psychosis. Okay, so if your grandma is suddenly rushed into the hospital, even if it's intermarriage or your actual grandma here, people will view it, even her own husband would view it as them having a psychosis. And I feel like you're the only one in the family that completely understands why she's going through the way she is going through. I know that's not correct English, but it's like, you have the ability to see things beyond the veil, and you're the only one that will have the ability to calm your grandma or just your relative here when that happens. Like, you're the only one that will make her feel at balance, in balance. Okay, so I do see you coming to your grandma's help. So, but the process is pretty painful because everybody else will look at this as crazy, and yeah, it's a lot. Okay. Going through any transformation is deep, and the thing is with spiritual awakenings, you will have them for the rest of your life. It's not a one-time thing. We always change all the time. To have it when you're older, 9 times out of 10 you will deem as you have dementia, you're going crazy. Okay, because if you know, you know. Okay, so let's continue. The last and least of this messages of today, we got 444. So basically, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Wherever your angels, your spirit team, specifically your angels, have guided you, is where you're supposed to be. Like, no matter what it is or where you are, is exactly where you need to be during this time and season in your life. Okay, so all right, you're in alignment basically. 444, you're in alignment. So with that being said, yeah, that's all the messages for today. I'm gonna pull one card. Remember to be generous over yourself, okay? And remember to not be in lack in terms of your faith in believing yourself, okay? And remember to always choose you, okay? I feel like you are. So without further ado, guys, thank you for the part 2 of this messages. And yeah, good luck in your journey as always.